Quick note, neither of these games have been released yet, so I'm basing my opinions in this video off of what we've seen from gameplays and reveals so far. Now, before we get into anything, I know what you're thinking. Why the hell would I compare these two completely separate games? They aren't even on the same console or developed by the same people, and they aren't even on the same genre, and yada yada yada. Listen, I'm here to talk somewhat about the development process of these games, but focusing solely on two main topics: improvements on the game from their predecessors, and the developers listening to their fans. But before I get into it, a little backstory. Just the other day, I saw the release date for Xenoverse 2, which is in late October. I realized that Color Splash is also set to release in October. Considering that there are other games coming out after these two that I'm most likely going to want, I was thinking about which one I'm more likely to buy, which frankly was not at all a hard decision, and I'm sure a lot of you know exactly why. If you don't know which game I meant, I was clearly referring to Xenoverse 2, no brainer. So if you were wondering, yes, this is another crapping on Color Splash video, but two things. One, those are kinda entertaining to watch and relate to. Two, Intelligent Systems, Miyamoto, or whoever up there at Nintendo at this point needs to realize their mistakes, and the more videos put out there, the more likely they are to pay attention. Anywho, without further ado, let's get her going. First, I want to talk about the improvements or non-improvements on the games from their predecessors. Let's start with Color Splash. Overworld. Much like the game before it, Sticker Star, the game is now level-based, meaning that unlike its earlier games, there is no hub worlds, and the world is no longer connected, and now split into smaller sections you must enter using a world map. Battle system. Exactly like the game before it, Sticker Star, the battle is still turn-based, although there is no real reward for doing so, and in turn, there's no point to battling, making them better to just skip until boss battles to save your collected paint and cards. Characters and bosses. The only other characters I've seen so far to communicate with other than your partner, the paint bucket, and Peach, are the goddamn toads. Are you joking? I know this has nothing to do with it, but I've frankly been sick of the toads since Paper Jam minigames that you were forced to play before progressing in the game. And I did a little research on Sticker Star, and just seeing so many toads throughout a majority of the gameplay made me want to goddamn vomit! Anyway, as far as the bosses, the only one we've seen so far is Morton, one of the Bowser kids, who we've seen plenty of times in the past already. This just gives me a good estimate of how long the game's going to be, considering that you can't have one Koopaling without the other 7, and most likely their dad, Bowser. Great enemy design, guys. Good one. Now, let's move on to Xenoverse 2. Overworld. The original world has been changed completely and expanded upon. From the most recent trailer, you can see you're able to fly through the hub world, visit other planets, and so on, building excellently on its previous game before it, which wasn't so bad to begin with. Battle system. It was built similar to its previous game, which was once again totally fine with some very minor improvements. Characters and bosses. The overworld and other worlds within the game were shown to have a whole bunch of different characters from different races to interact with or get missions from. I assume you can get missions anyway. As far as bosses, or in Xenoverse's case, more challenging characters within the story, there are some characters that aren't new to the DBZ universe per se, but new to this game series. They appear to be coming together to form something that really brings something new to the table. If you still don't understand my reasoning, it's basically that Bandai actually attempted to improve on their work and make the next game at least somewhat better, and not exactly the same as the game before it. While Color Splash's world became more secluded and cut off, Xenoverse's world became even more vast than its last one. While Color Splash's characters and bosses were just the exact same characters thrown in to simply have characters to fight, Xenoverse brings characters that haven't been introduced to the series yet and changes up the story quite a bit. Now, I'm still not done here. I still need to talk about one more thing, and that's the developers listening to the fans of the series of both Paper Mario and Dragonball Xenoverse. Let's start with Bandai, who, a while after Xenoverse's release, sent out a survey asking the fans what they might want from the next game. Now, I'm not quite sure what a majority of the people actually asked for, but I know that a lot of people I know personally asked for things such as an SSJ3 transformation, a bigger world, an even better online experience, and even a chance to choose whether you want to be good or evil. Some of this, just by the trailer alone, we can clearly see that they delivered. While on the other hand, Nintendo gave no hint to another Paper Mario game whatsoever, leaving fans to just wallow in tears after begging and begging for God knows how long, and developed a game directly based on the prequel that nobody wanted at all. On top of this, they completely shut out all the angry fans of the series that you can basically find anywhere on the internet, disliking any videos from Nintendo regarding the game, or making angry rant videos. What's going on? Not only that, but as a huge kick in the nuts, they said, if the fans are more vocal enough, we will make an HD remake of Thousand Year Door. How messed up is that? You mean to tell me that we have to get on our knees and grovel and beg even more than we already have? That's absolutely outrageous. Whatever the case, the point I'm trying to make is, Miyamoto, Intelligent Systems, Nintendo, whoever, just needs to take example of this. Because while you may be in control of how the games are made, and the decisions are yours, it's just horrible to shut out the people who have been supporting the series they love so much, and just act like they were never there to begin with. So, I'm not saying you should cancel the game or anything like that altogether, but just stop and think about what's going on around you. I'm pretty sure none of us would be opposed if you were to delay the game, maybe improve it, and probably make something even more grand and potentially even for your next gen console. Cause let's be real, go anywhere on YouTube and tell me who's actually excited for this game. No one. The only real reason a lot of people may buy this game is because they're simply desperate for a Paper Mario game in general. The money you guys get won't be from happy fans, but from people who are still willing to support you with a horrible taste in their mouths. If you truly are still the family-friendly game company that cares about their fans like you claim to be, then prove it to us, not shut us out. Anyway guys, I want to thank you ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. By the way, if you truly are excited for Color Splash, that is completely up to you. That is 100% fine. I just personally don't think... I know for a fact I'm not, and I can guarantee you millions and thousands, 100,000 of other fans are not pleased by what they saw this year at E3, and even before that at the last Direct when they showed off the game for the first time. So, anyway, like I said, I just wanted to get my point across. I hope you guys understand. If not, I don't know how to put it into simpler terms. But, whatever the case, that's going to do it. I want to thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you would like to see me play a Paper Mario game actually really soon, you should probably go on check out my other channel, my actual gaming channel, the channel that built me up to where I am now. So I'll put the link in the description as always. Once again, appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys all take good ass care. Bye.